guys, and welcome to Sue's Quick and Easy, where you know that I'm not only just quick and easy, I'm also a little bit crazy. But there's always room on a crazy train for one more. So I've had this idea going around like a hamster on its wheel in my little brain over and over and over again, and it's driving me slightly crazy at this point. So I have to try this experiment tonight with some oven bags and some Grand's Juniors. Just refrigerated biscuits and some oven bags. If this idea doesn't work, I'm not going to be really disappointed, but it's just something that I have to try because I can't get it out of my head. Ever since I thought of it, I just can't get it out of my head. So join me while I try to see if I can make this experiment work. Yay, I'm excited. You can't stop me. Hi, and welcome to Sue's Quick and Biscuity tonight, where I have this, and the intro was kind of cheesy, but I was excited. I'm very excited about this show today. This is an idea that I've had that has been just going through my mind like crazy, and I just wanted to see, like, this is kind of like the scientist's kitchen, because I have to see if this will work out. And I have to also tell you I had an injury, not on the show, but behind the scenes. The other night, I was trying to shove something into my fridge, and the thing that I was trying to shove in the shelf of the fridge, it went down hard on my thumb and squished my thumb. It looked flat, and it hurt really bad. I just am doing this to get a little sympathy. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, what we're going to do is we're going to start out with these Grand's Junior biscuits and an oven bag, and we have two of them. We're going to do a pizza place type of, you know how they always have the carb-delicious side dishes like breadsticks, cinnamon sticks. You know what I'm saying. So I'm going to try to create this at home. That's, you know, the same thing that they do. You know, and for less money, and, you know, it'll probably be better too. So I have preheated my oven to 400 degrees, because that's what you're supposed to cook biscuits. And I have two bags. I'm going to start out first with the savory one, because usually people have like dinner before they have dessert. Hey, wait a minute. It's only supposed to be two bags, but there's three in here. There's three in here. Wow, I got a bonus. That's awesome. That means that my recipe is going to work out. I'm so happy. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to, and look, little ties. And they gave us 4 ties, 3 bags, and it was only supposed to have 2. So there you go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to face the opening of the bag our direction, and we're going to, I hate opening the biscuits. I really hate opening the biscuits, guys. But you got to do what you got to do, but, oh yeah, you're supposed to, wait a minute, before you start smacking it around, you're supposed to like go like this, but it never pops, so you always end up smacking it around, you know? And it's just, there we go. It scares me every time. I don't know why. Okay. Rob, you can't have the TV on. What are you doing?
Sorry, dear.
Well, what?
Sorry, dear.
Why would you even do that?
That was an accident. Sorry.
I saw you intentionally do that.
Sorry, dear. No, please don't hurt me.
Why would you do that? I am on my period.
Don't hit me.
You don't want to test me.
I know, baby. Last time I got out of the hospital, before I never did.
Quit your fucking sniffling, okay? Sorry. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to I don't want these bags in my sink, even though I cleaned it, but, okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take half of these, and they're going to be the savory, for the savory part, and these are going to be for the dessert part. It's the Leaning Tower of biscuits, and it's going to fall over. So this is going to be for the dessert bread. This is going to be for the savory bread. Now, for the savory bread, I am going to take my little biscuit things. Now, some people will take 2 biscuits and then, you know, they make garlic knots is what they call them. And then they'll, you know, fold it like a pretzel and stuff like that. But that's way too advanced for me, even for me. So I think I'm just going to do maybe balls or little frisbees, or I don't know what I'm going to do, something different. What should I do? I'm just going to...
Well, you're obviously keen to the little balls.
I am doing a stick.
Obvious.
obvious. I'm just going to do a stick. I'm going to do sticks.
Balls.
So once I get my sticks done, I'm just going to shove them in the oven bag.
That's what I do.
I always do it like this too.
You shove it right into the oven bag.
I know, and I always... Never mind. This is an adult show, I think, because this is going down the gutter fast. I have to save this thing. So we're just going to keep on doing that. And then once that is done, well, you know, breadsticks. That's what I'm saying, breadsticks. You know, because some of the restaurants, they serve breadsticks. That's all I'm saying. Okay. So once I have this, I am going to add my other ingredients, which is some, I cannot believe it's not butter. It is going in there. Oh yeah, because some of these recipes call for putting the butter on before you cook them and then after you cook them. I want them just submerged in the butter always. Even when they come out of the oven, they're still going to be sitting in butter. Even when they're sitting on the counter, they're going to be in butter. The point is, it's going to be like a jacuzzi. Is that what it's called? No, a hot tub. Oh, no, I'm thinking it's more. A jacuzzi. It's like a jacuzzi. Of butter. I added a whole lot of butter. I think I got a little carried away. But we're going to go with now, we're going to go with the spices. We are going to add a little bit of minced garlic. We are going to add some Parmesan cheese. We are going to add some basil leaves. I hope these are the kind that's, oh good. I didn't want a whole basil. Oh, that smells so good. I just bought this new and just opened it and it smells so fresh. I want a lot of basil because that's going to be so good. Oh, and tarragon. Tarragon is something that you can add to a savory dish or bread, and it's that really special standout taste that your guest will say, what is that spice? They won't exactly know what you did, but they'll know that that recipe is really special. So if you want to put something way over the top and make it fancy smancy and taste really great, use some tarragon. It's an underrated spice. It's one of my favorite spices, but it's so underrated and it tastes delicious and it smells divine. So use it more often. Then the very last ingredient, and look, right on time, my oven is preheated. The last ingredient, we're going to add some crushed red pepper flakes. So it might have a little bit of spicy undertones in this bread, but I'm not going to add too much. I don't want to go all crazy. And then we're just going to get everything smushed around. See, that's the great thing about an oven bag is that you can just smushy, smushy, smushy. But then you just want to separate it though into a single layer, and then I'm going to tie it off, put it into the oven that is preheated to 400 degrees. And I'm going to cook it for 10 minutes, and then we're going to pull these babies out and see what they look like. So come back, and then we'll see. And then we'll do the dessert bread as well. See, that makes me feel relaxed. Okay, I kind of lost control in the first segment. I'm trying to bring it back to a more calm level in the second for the dessert segment. I'm really, really excited about the dessert segment. And I'm thinking cinnamon rolls type of shape for this one. I've had such a sweet tooth lately. I just am looking so forward to these yummy cinnamon rolls because it is going to have cinnamon and sugar and even a little bit of pumpkin spice because I've really been getting into pumpkin spice a lot too lately. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish flattening these up. We're doing it a little bit different this time. Okay. I think I probably made more savory than sweet. When I probably would have done it the other way around, knowing my sweet tooth lately, but that's okay. So I'm just going to flatten these babies down, and then I am going to cover them with some of this. I cannot believe it's not butter. A lot of people melt their butter, but this already comes kind of melted, so You don't have to microwave your butter this way. You can just pour it out of this. It's really convenient. Then we're going to want to get a spoon or something, and we're going to sprinkle some sugar. We rarely have sugar in the house, so I had to go buy some special today. And we're just going to take a tablespoon of it, and I'm just going to sprinkle this. Maybe 2 tablespoons, because it didn't cover it all. 2 tablespoons, and sprinkle. Then we're going to shake a little bit of cinnamon on these babies. And also, by the way, oh, not that much cinnamon, but anyways, by the way, I pulled the other stuff out of the oven, the savory ones, but they have to cool down. I cannot do a taste test right now. But I ended up putting them in like a casserole dish and then putting the bag in the dish and cooking it that way. It was very convenient. I'll probably do the rolls the same way. And then I'm going to just sprinkle, if I can figure out how to open this, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of pumpkin pie spice. Because like I said, I've been kind of getting into it lately. Okay, we're good. So then I'm going to tie this bag up. I'm going to put it into the oven for 11 minutes, and then I'll come back later on with a taste test of everything and tell you how it turned out. My little experiment. Stay tuned. Okay, now while this is cooling down, I must say, and I know this is going to be a longer show this time, but I have to say this. I think the bag method worked so well because as a story I'm reminded of, what my uncle, he used to make birthday cakes for the birthday parties in our family. Right after he made the cake, he'd pull it out of the oven, he'd cover it with plastic wrap until close to the birthday party. Then he would unwrap it and frost it, and it was always so moist, I guess because the steam stayed in there and kept it so moist. Well, this is the same method with these breads because they turned out so dangerously moist, delicious, ooey gooey, yummy. And I'm going to try a taste test with this one first because it's the least hot. The cinnamon roll just came out of the oven, so it'll be really hot. So I'm going to take a taste test for you guys. And by the way, I've already taste tested this. That's how I know. It is like so dangerously delicious, and with those crushed red pepper flakes, oh my gosh. And the parmesan cheese, and oh my gosh, it's really good. And now the cinnamon roll, even though I haven't finished chewing. Okay, now the cinnamon roll. That one is my favorite. And I just like, I've had such a sweet tooth lately, and the pumpkin pie spice just really threw this one way over the top. So good. Give this a try. Whether you do it in an oven bag or not, there's so many things to do with these refrigerated biscuits, and they're all yummy, and they're all, maybe you shouldn't. Okay, well, thanks for joining me on Sue's Quick and Easy. Talk to you again next time, where I have more quick, easy, delicious recipes just for you guys. Yeah. Talk to you later. Bye.
What's my poker, babe?
I don't know.